So, what do you think it is about The Expanse that resonates with such a passionate global fan base?
You know, that's a big question. I'm sorry, I'm going to start one more time. Do you want me to look at you or to the camera?
I guess me.
Okay. That's a big question. I mean, the books are international bestsellers. I think, you know, one of the things that seems to be I hear all the time are people love the view of so many different cultures, ethnicities in space. They love the fact that we're portraying a future in which the solar system is colonized not just by, like, you know, Caucasian, you know, blonde-haired cowboys from Nebraska. It is Indians, Chinese, Russians, all ethnics in this polyglot kind of mix of humanity. That's Ty and Daniel always felt that's what space will look like if we get ourselves out there. So I think that's one of the big things, and I think it's also, you know, just the realistic nature of how we are portraying humanity's future expanding out into the solar system. I think this touched a lot of chords with people.
What was the biggest change in moving from sci-fi to Amazon?
The biggest change moving from sci-fi to Amazon is, it's going to sound funny, it's like we kind of always had written the show for a streaming platform, even though it was on sci-fi. And even when, you know, the episodes air originally on sci-fi, there were commercials, but we would build the show, like when we put it on streaming, we took out all of the act breaks and commercial breaks and all that stuff, so like it just plays as a continuous thing. So from a writing perspective, it didn't change all that much. The great thing about Amazon, though, is we're not restricted by, it's got to be 43 minutes and no more. It's like a longer story can breathe more. We don't have language restrictions, we don't have content restrictions, we don't have nudity restrictions. It's like, so you really have the ability to tell the story the way you really should, the way it really should be told. And that's a fantastic thing.
Do you think that moving from like week to week to streaming will affect how the fans like absorb the show? Because from week to week you get the chance to like discuss it and like pick it apart, and it's a little harder to do when you watch it all in one go.
Yeah, you know, I completely agree with you. And the answer is I don't know, because there is, on the one hand, the show is incredibly bingeable, and it's something that it's really amazing to absorb, like in chunks, because the story is tightly woven together. Even though it's always been, you know, we write it in terms of episodes, we do look at it as one big movie. And so the season is a 10-hour movie. I love having a conversation about it. So, but that's just maybe because I've always had that. You know, it's like, it was great with like Game of Thrones, like, you know, every week, because I didn't read the books, but I would read all the columns about all the things that I didn't understand. So, and I do love that conversation with the fans. And so we're trying to think about ways that we can actually facilitate that. And I know Amazon has some ideas. You know, we're really open to all sorts of things. We were talking about, like, you know, maybe we should just do, like, you know, after the first week, just do like a, you know, an A&A kind of a thing, or just gather in one place where people can talk to us. Or we've also talked about with Amazon, and I think a lot of services have been considering slightly different release patterns. Like, you know, maybe not in season 4, but sometime in the future, maybe we'll release 3 episodes, then 2 episodes, then 2 episodes, like with like weekly intervals, because like The Handmaid's Tale, for example, that's really benefited from having the weekly release pattern on Hulu, because a lot of people talk about it. So I don't know. I think things change really quickly these days, and we'll see what happens.
One more question. So at the panel that's in like 10 minutes, the fans are going to get to see the first episode of season 4. Yes. So what are you most excited for people to see in that episode?
I am most excited for them to see the fact that we have season 4. Because considering where we left everybody at the end of season 3, which is the axe came down and we were done, it's like the fact that we're here and we're here with this kind of presence, with this great new partner in Amazon, is like, that's the best thing that we could do. It's like, I'm so delighted that we're actually showing this to people in total. I hope everybody loves it.